This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal. If you know me, gotta go record on the wall, look close. He got that record all alone, like lone. I'm just sick cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence. It's counting in. So I chase that bag. Trophies are dope, but I'd rather have cash sitting in the bank cause I paid my time, my life, my way, my path. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that choose that hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smack, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. You stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that, you can call me socket. Doing that, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Have replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with this payment. Otherwise, I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now that they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something to believe. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey. Got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving with no mercy. Whatever I get, I'm deserving. I put in the work and I feel like I'm never done working. I'll always stay thirsty cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me craving. I've dreamed and chased. I've got that craving. Cause I'm in. You'll snap one day.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined by Skenkle and Shroomzy as we're heading off into this semi-final matchup. It's two teams that have faced up against one another earlier in the group stages. It's like history is destined to repeat itself. It's Xenagogue up against Yalla, Yalla, skip, winning the coin toss, so they're going to be our first pick, first ban, and we'll be heading off into that very, very shortly. We've already done the lobby tests, we've already done the ping tests. Everything seems to be, for the most part, okay. So we're hoping that we're not going to be in the pause meta once more. But over to you guys, Shroomzy, Skenkle, as you take us through the banning phase. Oh, and obviously saying hi to everybody.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, you know what, Shroomzy, bro, I'm doing well tonight. How are you doing, bro?
Shroomzy frozen.
Well, as we know, yeah, it seems like it. As we know, tonight is pretty much of a redemption match. Will Yalla skip get the redemption and take his Xenagogue down? But alright, into the drafting phase we go. Gambit with the first ban for the side of Yalla. Skip. Wait, it's fine. Go do what you need to do. I've got this.
Your team got him lined up in my
Alright,
sight.
Gambit banding out first. Kimmy. So that magic damage dealing marksman has been taken out of the equation, and Xenagogue responds with that anti-heal hero himself. Some cracker bans coming in here as we do see Angela getting banned out right next. We know Angela is currently the strongest support hero in this meta. Yeah, especially with that cooldown on that hard guard. Right, Karen banning out Bane. It is at that moment that we realized War is going to bring in the third ban for the side of Yalla. Skip before we jump. Well, second final ban in the first phase of this drafting phase.
I'm back.
Play the hero.
Your team is
I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
I
don't know.
How are you feeling, bro?
Nah, bruh. I'm doing good. And just took a quick trip to McDonald's to sort out my Wi-Fi. But otherwise, it's going to be I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah, me too, bro. As I mentioned, this is a redemption match for the side of Yalla. Skip. So let's see how this one does play out. I mean, there's a lot to play here for, because I mean, the team that wins here will go to the finals and would potentially be facing off against Fantasy or Saint Dynasty.
I am
that is taking
sovereign of
place
the abyss,
tomorrow night.
the slayer of gods.
Yeah, but I mean, before we get into the finals of the lower bracket, we still have to get to the semi-finals. And I mean, this is already an interesting match. Going with a Thamus, it looks like Thamus jungle. I'm not a fan of the jungle Thamus because he's a bit slow to come online, and especially going against the Ixia, you would want as many vengeances as possible. Thamus is actually a good pick against the Obsidia.
Yeah. I mean, Thanos being one of those heroes that is currently a strong XP laner, but yeah, bro, let's see how it plays out. I mean, you picking up Thanos. I'm curious though, will it be Thamus in the jungle? Karma picking up Obsidia, right? Karen picking up the Florin. She's an okay pick. Yeah, she's just been nerfed badly though. Oris Kun picking up Alice for the side of Yalla. Skip, and War showing us Matilda. Oh, Yalla Skip is definitely cooking with something. Let me tell you that.
It's interesting. I mean, the Alice and the Thamus, two of the Abyss revamps, so it's a lot of damage so far for the side of Yalla Skip, but they reach the power spike in more of the mid-game stage. So they definitely need to get maybe an early game hero to pair up with that.
Yeah, indeed. So, I mean, currently Yalla Skip, they've got a beautiful backline dive, right? I wanted to say Petrify and Matilda. Look, the Petrify, especially if she can get that Matilda airwaves or onto Obsidia. Obsidia doesn't like being stunned. So, yeah, and also that Vengeance, it's a good item to pick up against Obsidia, especially when it comes to the mid to late stages of the game.
Yeah, the Petrify and the Matilda's troll, that's not a good pick. But Danny going for the Fredrin. Now, this is very interesting. So, Thamus is one weakness, is excessively tanky enemy team. So, going for the Fredrin, Florin, maybe even getting a Gatcho into the mix might be the option they were looking for.
Your team is banned.
Yeah, so Xenagogue banning out the Clint. Clint is not really a good matchup against the Obsidia. What I've realized, there's two heroes that stands out exceptionally well for me against the Obsidia. One is Leslie because of the range, and the other one is
Let's hear from the crowd.
Karina. No, not Karina.
For yours truly.
Oh,
Carrie, sorry.
yeah,
Carrie.
So in my opinion, a best Carrie definitely, because she can out-melt the Obsidia. And Brody surprisingly can also just burst her down before she's able to go full out. And I was playing Obsidia today against Obsidia, and Purify is actually the spell you want against Obsidia because it immediately cancels the ultimate.
Yeah, it does. It's just unfortunately that cooldown.
Pain
It's
is the proof
it
that I'm
sucks,
still alive.
But 1-1 second skill, right? We thought 1-1 gets hard counted by the Obsidia. It's actually not the case, because if 1-1 pops that second skill, it also cancels out the Obsidia's ult. But the Brody getting banned out from the side of Xenagogue. So Kubo with the final ban for the side of Yalla skipping this first best of 3 series.
It's time to go to the Aradisha.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that pick. That Lilia, it's a problem currently because they are very slow. The side of 1 HP, they have a lot of dive, but as soon as all the mobility is done, they are just sitting ducks. But with that being said, Gambit is a 1-1 main, so we might see 1-1 being picked up here from the side of 1 HP. It all depends on the ping. The ping is also a factor to consider.
Just turn the in-game volume down just a little bit, please. Tata showing us Esmeralda against an Alice. Yeah.
Esme wins.
Yeah.
Esmeralda wins that battle, but that's another hero, bro. Uranus is just going to walk down and walk off that pick. But I mean, this already signifies that carry pick does well against Obsidia, counters the whole entire draft of Xenagogue. There's no other pick you can make except for the carry. And looking at Kubo also plays the Alice mid lane, going for the Eve. This is interesting. I don't know if I like the Eve. I don't like the Eve.
Gambit, trust. Go with the carry. Trust, please. Just trust. Go with the carry.
Like, I get Moskov Trinity build melts tanks, but I mean, then you have to run Purify and then rely on your Purify for Obsidia. Bruno might work.
Bruno's because he's more of a static player. I've melted through Bruno's with Obsidia, but hey, that's moments for me. But I mean, look, it is different. Your sister. It is different. It is different when it comes to the 5-man scene. Especially you've got different rotations, so it all comes down to skill. I mean, we've seen it on in different occasions. This might just be one of those moments, as Jolene is showing us Cecilia, and Kubo did go with the Eve. That's going to make it hard for Xenagogue to get out, especially when Eve pops her ult. So yeah, both teams have very strong lineups, but yeah, I'm going to have to say I'm favoring 1 HP.
I mean, the Eve pairs very well with the Thammers, because the problem with Thammers is if they run away, you're just sitting there, because you want them to stay put as long as possible. So with the Eve just not allowing them to escape, it's a good combo lineup so far. The only main thing is if they can shut down the heavy frontline potential coming out from the side of Xenagogue. But Xenagogue also can't rely too much on the Florin after that massive nerf. So I do favor 1 HP's draft, but this is going to be a hell of a tight match.
Yeah, indeed. So ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's get ready to rumble in this first matchup.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
This matchup has been sponsored by Solar for Day.
Reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Alrighty. So this is interesting. So usually with when you're playing Florin, you typically put your flower onto the jungler, the Lantern of Hope, but putting it on the Obsidia is actually quite smart, because it gives you that early game extra bit of damage and sustain and everything.
Yeah, well, we do see this mid lane, scouting out visions here currently, but we do see Matilda going and picking up that blue dash. That is going to be out of the equation. Sicilian taking a lot of damage.
This is a fun match so far. The thing is, with this new roaming patch, you want to scout out 4 players as soon as possible. But with that being said, they need to be off map for 4 seconds before you can rescout them. So looks like both roamers are getting level 2 and...
What's this?
What's this?
What is this?
Okay, so 1 HP lost the game. GG's, easy game. 1-0 for 1 for Yalla skip. For Xenagogue.
Victory!
Bro, let me just go over and quickly find out what's going on.
I think we all would like to know that right now at this moment.
That was. I didn't see anybody lagging.
No, me neither. The refs would have paused in any case. All right. But let's get our pretty faces back on the stream. Ding, 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 ding. Whilst we wait for the outcome here.
Just do the transition quickly. That was surprising. Certainly have everything set. All right. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. We're as surprised as you are.
Okay.
We're hoping things didn't crash.
So it was a crash coming out there from one of the 1 HP players, and the ref we called then for a restart.
Okay. A restart.
Yeah, they said they apologized. They were busy typing, and then they didn't wait for the response to restart. So shame on them. But I said it's okay. We'll allow it this one time. Otherwise, it's going to start name and shaming.
Yeah. So it's going to be same picks, same bands coming through. We're just going to be loading into the stream. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's just going to quickly restart. He asked for a quick 2 minutes, and then he's just restarting his phone and his Wi-Fi, and then we're going on from there.
All right. Well, if you missed the drafting phase for the first time, you get to see it again.
Second time around.
It's like what I always talk about, second suppers. It's always better than the first one.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Nay. You kind of started something with that. Because now Angelic is like at 10 hours because she marks late. She's busy marking again. So then at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, she's like, okay, it's time to take a break. It's time for second supper. I'm going to make my melted cheese broikie or something. And I'm like, brah.
But it's good. Okay, to be honest, right? I work most of the day. And so as you guys were teasing me about a game during the night. And sometimes I sacrifice a very large portion of sleep to game. Because I kind of love gaming. So yesterday, do you know what time I finished gaming? Because I got so engrossed in what I was doing. Not even close. 8 o'clock this morning.
My bro, 8 o'clock, I was already at work. I started working at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And you here gaming up until 8. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Do you know how much of sleep I've had? Nothing.
1 hour.
We've actually got fumes here. So tonight is gonna have to be an early night, but that's the thing with gaming. So when I finished work yesterday, right, we didn't have any streams to do, so I played some Mobile Legends with the guys in a custom lobby. Just messed around for about 2 or 3 hours there. Then I played a little bit of The Witcher 3, which I know you can judge me. I have not played The Witcher. I know it's 2025. Judge me all you want. But I haven't played The Witcher, so I did that. And then from around, I think maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning till about 8, I was killing Elden Ring.
Bro, that's crazy. If you're doing that stuff, bro, you could just as well do the 24-hour stream yourself, because you're basically doing it already.
Yeah, true. True. Maybe sometime in the future. I do have Cyberpunk 2077 downloaded. I did the download yesterday. And so I'm like, I do want to start it. Like, I know I'm supposed to sleep, right? But I really want to try it out at least to see what it's like. It's one of the games I was really looking forward to. Yeah, but anyway, with that being said, we're heading back into the redraft. The redraft of the same draft.
Let them play the hero.
Your team is banned.
I will be the
Same
truth
stuff,
this world
just a different day.
needs.
I'm trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house. Baby needs those shoes. Okay, but yeah, like the thing is, that's a good song, bro. That's a good song. You can't tell me anything about Hustle.
I'm just laughing at you, bro. I'm just laughing. Shroomsy for the entertainment tonight, it seems. So, yeah, thank you for that, Shrooms. Más, por favor.
Time for the competition.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the draft the first time around, here we go. Second time, same draft. This is going quite quick. I'm very appreciative of this.
Or death.
You've been alive for 200 years, Way. You can play what you want. Yeah, well, Shady, I suppose if you only start working at like 10 or 11 in the morning when you work from home, it must be nice. I would be doing exactly the same thing.
It's nice.
Matt would be very upset with me.
Your team is banning.
I believe you, bro. I 100% believe you.
Is the proof
Your
that I'm
team
still
is
alive.
Wait, did Shroomsy die on us again?
And hope are the
Your
two
team is
greatest
so.
inventions.
I think so. He keeps teasing everybody about
The baby is
Wi-Fi.
not going to...
Doesn't he always tease everybody about Wi-Fi? Look who it's happening to now.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Nah, that noise, yo, but keep making it. Making what noise? What noise is Evergone referring to? Right, let me listen to it.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium.
Time to take the field.
Which I was
Your
made
team
for.
is picking.
You've been alive for 200 years, Way.
Let there be rock.
The draft the first time. Yeah, and there we go. McDonald's Wi-Fi definitely kicked in.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with my Discord.
I should have left him to make random noises and see if who's the first one to crack.
Yeah, we should have. Next time.
No,
So
you see, because if you're trailing me like that, I accidentally swear for something like that.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go for round number 2, match 1 in this best of 3 series. Luckily, it's only one match tonight, but it's Yalla, Skip, and Xenagogue for that redemption match for the side of Yalla, Skip, or will Xenagogue, be the kryptonite for Yalla, Skip?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, but
The battlefield.
the thing is, I don't think we're going to see a lot of early game engagements. A lot of these players, most of these heroes are all late game scalers, so it all comes down to how it turns out.
Turned out like that for all of 5 seconds. The score is Munchkins. The score is 1-1 at this moment in time. And,
What are you on about? How's it 1-1?
I mean, no, sorry, 0-0 at this point in time. I'm thinking 1-1, so I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on in my head. But yeah, it's 0-0 at this particular point in time.
And you say you can function on zero sleep. Lies. You're getting old.
I'm not getting old. I've gotten old long ago. The days of
Which
being
is
young,
valid.
long past me.
Yeah, well, you what? Almost half a century.
Yeah, getting there soon.
4 decades, bro. 4 decades.
I'm luckily yeah, they say you get old as soon as you reach 30.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're really old as soon as you are 45.
For nothing exchange. But yeah, this is Jungle Invade will be successful on the red buff. Matilda won't be able to stop that. This is not looking for good to the side of Yalla skip so early into the match. But yeah, I mean, look, the tides can turn. We've seen it happen before. So we do see the rotation from Matilda going on to the stop lane. We do see the Hunt of Bone is onto Bruno. Oh, Bruno nearly escaping that. But the Matilda Airwaves, the Circling Eagle is onto Obsidia. Will she fall? Yes, it's a double kill for Obsidia. But Sicilian comes in and gets the... not the revenge, it was Eve that got the revenge onto the Obsidia for the side of Yalla skip. So first blood for Yalla skip has been drawn, and that onto the Obsidia. Bruno nearly surviving that, but we do see the taunt onto Thamos. Oh, Sicilian comes in with Zangri claws and sends Doofenshmirtz back to the fountain.
I mean, this Danny is super tanky so far. There's the Praise Wrath onto Gambit. Florence steals another kill. Oh, it's crazy. So I was just informed by a viewer the stream has frozen.
No, though, my PC crashed. I just had to reset it quickly. So
Oh.
we're back on.
Alright, okay. Oh, there we go. GG's well played. But yeah, it's looking very dire for Yalla skip at this moment. You don't want the Obsidia fed so early on, but we do see the Hunt of the Bone onto Matilda. Oh, but the Circling Airwaves, Circling Eagle does cancel out that Hunt of the Bone. But Cecilia not being able to finish off the job onto Gambit, the Bruno.
But with that being said, Obsidia has already got almost 2-level lead in their favor, and also above the Thammers. Thammers is also not having a good time so far. They're going for the engager onto Karma Walls. Oh, last minute escape there.
Obsidia, she currently has 13 bone shards. She's 2 away from where you wanted to have it, and so early on. I mean, it's at the 5-minute mark. Obsidia is definitely fed onto her passives, but bro, this is going to change. Will we see the play here onto Obsidia and the Florin? No, sir.
Now it looks like she's going for the no boots Trinity build, but check this angle here from Danny. The taunt is onto Matilda. The Circling Eagle has been committed just to keep away slowly, but Danny's not done yet. Karma gets another kill. Bro, this Fredrin is just annoying everyone, giving Karma the ability to farm up, and it's already a 5k gold lead at the almost 6-minute mark.
Oh, we do see the taunt onto Thamos coming in from Fredrin. I don't think Doofen's... Oh, he jumps over the wall to safety. We do see the first tier 1 turret has been taken down. The Hunt of the Bone coming in. Oh, but Praise's Wrath does finish off Thamos.
Bro, that combo of the Fredrin and the Obsidia is kind of crazy. Won a lot of... Bro, Karma should be winning and winning. I mean, this is some crazy plays coming out from Karma, but they have to watch out. Kubo is intermixed, but Karma's looking for the angle. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there is another invade onto the red buff. So this is just farm on farm being stolen away from Doof.
Yeah, well, bro, this does bring back memories of the other night. Just onto 1 HP and not onto us.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Thomas is one of those heroes. You need him to get fed early on. And, oh, bro, it's just like a 5 cause by 5. Karma 1v1ing Thammers and winning.
Yeah. Well, we do see the engagement on to Gambit, and Fredrin picks up that kill. It's a double kill coming in from the Fredrin. We do see the invade onto the blue buff. Sicilian does take the blue buff. They're currently keeping Yalla skip hostage, and they will go for the 3rd and final turtle of this match. It's going to be very difficult for Yalla skip to turn the tide here. They should go for the pickoffs. They need to get the kills onto the likes of Fredrin and on Obsidia to get that gold back, because Obsidia's almost got 400 gold to bounty. It's just over 300, and the same with Fredrin. Oh, but we do see the Hunter bonus in. Oh, but a shutdown kill coming in from Gambit. That's exactly what they wanted, to get that slight gold lead onto the marksman. I mean, that's the ideal hero. Oh, but we do see the taunt coming in from Fredrin. Appraiser's Wrath does delete Bruno once more. But real world manipulation has been committed, but unfortunately not being able to suffice and sustain everyone, as well. Who was it? Alice was taken down in that situation.
Yeah, they don't have an answer for this. A massive amount of heals and tanky frontline coming out there from the side of Xenagogue. They did win the 3v1 against Florin, but now Danny is here. Doofa is looking for Karma, but he will get hunted to the bone, and that is another big back kill. So 1-for-1 exchange, not bad, but I mean, bro, Karma's building a Sky Pierce, so that's crazy.
She is. It's the first time that I see a Sky Piercer on the Obsidia. Yeah, nonetheless, that's another tier 2 turret taken down in favor of Xenagogue. Xenagogue in a healthy position at this moment. Yeah, it's really difficult. I'm speechless at this moment.
Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, look at this, bro. The taunt coming out from Danny, the combos are there. Cecilian with the damage, he gets another pick off onto Doof. The real world manipulation is onto point, but RS Good is in danger. But luckily, the Matilda Airways pushes him back to safety. But the amount of chain CC come out, there's the Circling Eagle onto 4, but they don't have any damage to go in a 4v4 fight.
No, ideally the carry would have been great here, but we do see the Hunt of Bone onto Matilda, and Karma gets the kill onto Matilda once more, but we do see the engagement onto Kubo. Will we see the follow through? No, Kubo will be safe in base. Toyota, seeing that you're in the chat, just a quick one. Can you just Google Alice's new alt name for me, please?
Throne of Ruins.
Throne of Ruins. Alright, thank you so much. Yeah, first Lord of the match does go in favor of Xenagogue. So, looking at the votes, right, it seems like it was the viewer's curse that kicked in. It's 78% in favor of Yalla skip. But I mean, it is a best of 3, so anything can still happen.
Yeah, as I said, it's not over just yet. And the thing is, the sides of Xenagogue is getting, bro, they're getting greedy and over. Not cautious enough. There's a 4v1 onto Karma. There's the beautiful comeback. But I mean, woo, bro. Karma's just shredding through everything. Oreskun did finally get a take onto Karma, but will die in response as well from Cecilia. I know, from Florin. Crazy. But meanwhile, Danny is there. Will we see the big donk onto Kubo? He doesn't even need the Appraiser's Wrath. Looking for the angle. There's the one shot. One kill. Big donk on the forehead, and Kubo got sent back. And Gambit.
The Appraiser's Wrath got a new name. Kadonk. Oh, but we do see the Sanguine Claws onto Doofensmirch. Will we see the follow-up here from Fredrin? The Circling Eagle has been committed onto Fred. Oh, but not being able to do much with that. We do see the Lord storming into the base. Will Yalla skip be able to defend this onslaught that Xenagogue is currently bringing them? Oh, we do see Alice there with the Throne of Ruins. It lands onto 2, but the Appraiser's Wrath comes in from Fredrin, lands onto Kubo and Gambit. But that's the last tier 3 target taken down. The real world manipulation has been committed, and there we see the Hunt of Bone onto Matilda. That's a triple kill maniac, and there we go. First Savage for Conquerors of Dawn, and that being with the Obsidia. GG's well played. Xenagogue taking this first match and ending it off with a Savage.
Victory!
Bro, I did not expect that Savage coming through, but GG's to Karma, giving us the first Savage of the Conquerors at all. We are at the semi-finals, and this is the first Savage.
Yeah, that is it. I mean, it's crazy that we lasted so long without seeing a Savage. We've seen Maniacs, but never have we reached a Savage. But GG's well played. Fredrin picking up the MVP for the side of Xenagogue. That Fredrin was really, really annoying. But yeah, that just comes to show you don't want the Obsidia fed early on, and you want to counter her with the correct MM. But yeah, into the second match we shall go shortly. Wait, what's your thoughts on that match?
Very, very strong performance there by Xenagogue. They do like to play these tanky style of compositions, right? It's one of their favorites, and we get to see how well they utilize it. So in every match so far, any game that they won was when they went for this tank healer combination. It's a difficult one to draft up against. You need to be able to have the damage output from very early on, and obviously not let anybody get fed like the Obsidio was. But I'm sure Yalla Skip is gonna make the necessary adjustments in this game, because you pretty much know what's coming out from Xenagogue. You know it's gonna be a Florin, an Angela, or something along that line. We even saw them pick up a Estes as well, and then it's gonna be Fred, Basha, Kai. That sort of picks in the jungle. So if you know that's what they're going to be going with, you need to pick up heroes like your Canaries, your Lunoxes, basically heroes that melt the front line, because it throws that entire strategy out of the water. But that being said, right, we're going to head into the drafting phase very, very, very soon, and we're going to find out what adjustments Yalla Skip are going to make, or maybe even Xenagogue for that matter. Will they be looking at changing it up, maybe throw in an assassin or two, which we'll get to see for, I think, not the first time they have played it before, but we'll head into that and see right now as we go into the drafting phase.
I forgot to switch sides. My bad.
Okay, as we sort of going into the drafting phase.
We're going into the drafting phase now. Yo, bro, that was a beautiful savage on the end for Xenagogue. But yeah, Tata having the first ban for the side of Xenagogue. It's, yeah, let's see what they are going to ban out here. I mean, look, we have seen 1 HP do magical things. So very curious to see if Xenagogue is going to be able to outdraft them once more.
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
So the first up is a definite respect ban. We saw RS Kun on that Munster give Xenagogue and many other teams leading up to this particular stage a very tough time with that Munster.
Alright, so got him locked up in my sight.
The same can be said for Kimmy, although Kimmy is more of a meta ban than anything else. But it also is respect onto Jolene. We've seen Jolene do crazy things than Kimmy all the way across the line. And so it's the Basha being removed from the equation. So that makes me suspect that Fredrin is going to be picked up once more.
I mean, I don't think that they would fix something that ain't broken. I mean, we've seen them, and especially the Nigerian teams, sticking to their comps, especially with the certain heroes, that if it works for them tremendously, they stick with it. They don't change up on things. But yeah, just waiting on Jolene to bring in a ban here. I would expect a marksman ban or a mage ban coming through.
Yeah, possible. But depends on what they want to go for the first pick. Tata is in first position there to pick up first.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium, which I was made for.
Yeah. I actually did think about it, because especially with that real world manipulation, unfortunately Yalla Skip couldn't use it to their advantage in the previous match, because that snowball that Xenagogue had. Look, it would have been key for them, but just unfortunately that Xenagogue was so strong. I would definitely ban out the Fredrin.
Fredrin's on the cards. Fredrin or Alice will be the picks coming through.
Bro, can you just turn on the in-game sound? Just more?
See value in me?
As that Fredrin gets banned out from the side of Yalla. Skip. So yeah, well, we did expect that Fredrin to get banned out. Toto with the first pick for the side of Xenagogue.
Even the
picking up
strongest
the
of
brain.
failed to
Okay.
tame me.
UV Gaming, I will not mention that on stream. Anyway, Gambit and RS Kun with the first picks for the side of Yalla. Skip.
Am I back now?
Hope will find a way, even when
For how
all
long
is
as
worn.
sovereign
Kubo
of
picks
the
up?
abyss.
I thought you were starting players on
Gambit
anything.
goes for the Obsidia.
Yeah, bro, crazy. I restarted my Wi-Fi now, so I ought to be fine now. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
To be honest, right, I don't want to be or sanitize the people's ears on the chat with Shroomsy's vulgar language, you know.
Vulgar, it's just the truth. Yeah, but
Depending on how you look at it.
valid. But it's going to be an interesting game, considering that it looks like Xenagogue is swapping up their draft a bit. I'm loving this Lolita pick. Lolita is kind of slept upon
play
here.
the hero.
Your team is
I
banned.
will be the truth this world
Well,
desperately needs.
this is a different draft coming in from both teams. We do see Yuzong getting picked up from the side of RS Kun, so we will see that early game pressure being placed through from
Your
him.
team is
What is it with the Clint bans?
Does Clint counter Obsidia or something? Didn't I know about this? Or am I just bad at the game?
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's for me. Every time when I played with the Obsidia against the Clint, I had a beautiful time. So, yeah, okay, come and say again, it's epic lobbies and whatnot.
Let's make the whole world
team
green
is
and
banned.
lively.
Bro, I
maybe-
can't say anything. Your Obsidia is at least decent. Mine is horrendous. Like, I played a classic lobby today in my break, bro, with the Obsidia. And, yeah, I was playing solo classic. So it's classic, but I got ganked 7 times in the first 3 minutes. The first rotation my teammates made was at the 9-minute mark is the first rotation to the gold lane.
Well, look, that is ideally what you want to do against the Obsidia. You want to put her under a tremendous amount of pressure. Remember, she's already a late game hero.
I'm still alive.
You want to delay her picking up her shards, because I mean she only does real damage when she gets 15 shards.
Always
Other
on the
than that,
way.
she doesn't really
Your
mean
team
much.
is picking.
She's like a Matilda coming in with the.
This
coming in
grok,
with
I want to say, this is a beautiful grok angle. Now I'm looking for it. The Vexana and the Yuzong. That's why I said, bro. I'm like, bro, grok is open.
Yeah, there we go. Data showing us Lapu. Yeah, it's a good matchup for the XP lane between Yuzong and Lapu.
This land is our homeland.
So we will see some brawl fights there, Karma.
Yeah.
Will it be the 1-1?
Ooh,
That's a very big thing.
But Obsidia hard counters 1-1.
Actually, no. A second skill purifies the Hunt of Bones.
Yeah, the second skill does cancel out the Hunt of Bone. Leslie is a very good counter to the Obsidia. Not gonna lie. 1-1. She gets countered. Yes, she does get countered by the Obsidia, because anything that has high mobility, Obsidia loves. And that's exactly what 1-1 does. It's just unfortunately that second skill of 1-1 does cancel out the ult of Obsidia. That's the only downside, but 8 out of 10 times Obsidia wins the match. Doofenshmirtz, go for the YSS, bro. Go for the YSS.
Even,
the thing.
Even higher could work here as well.
They call me a
interesting.
hero because I saved my nation.
Now
from
here's a weird
falling apart.
interaction. the Mountain Shocker doesn't. It's not a projectile, so it goes through Lolita, if I'm correct.
It should. It should.
Because it's a ground target, not a. I don't know. I think it should go through it, but yeah. Interesting draft.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this does settle the second match's draft. I am favoring 1 HP's draft again. Sculptors, please don't kick in. I want to go to the sudden death round. I mean, that sudden death is always great to have. It's all for nothing to play for. But yeah, 1 HP up against Xenagogue. Xenagogue grabbing that first blood. They are in match point at this moment.
The make or break, I think, is going to be from Tata and Danny, because Danny has not had a good showing of his Bane so far. And Tata is going for looks like a damaged Lapu. So damaged Lapu is going to be crazy if he gets played and fed correctly. That's the thing. And looking at Danny, going for the assassin, it might be a physical. I hope it's a physical Bane.
Yeah. Well, the magic damage one, I did try it out. It's nice. I'm not saying it's not nice, but physical damage Bane is just way more effective. But a lot of what's going to be happening in this particular matchup is going to come down to, I think, the XP lane rotations. Yuzong up against Lapo. Yuzong should have the better time up until level 4. Once the bravest fighter is online, it's going to be a bit of a problem. There's a gank early onto a Gambit as Obsidia gets taken out of the equation. I mean, those are early before second wave or second wave timing rotations and ganks is, I think, par for the course once you have a Farsa in the mix.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch out for that, especially if you're playing the Obsidia, because you need that farm. But bro, War doing a good job actually freezing the lane for Gambit, so no farm lost at all with that death.
Yeah, that's a lovely play there from War, keeping his gold laner in the hunt so that you can land that Hunt of Bone. Lolita scouting out the YSS. YSS is going to be doing what he does best, counter jungling. That speed of wave clear or jungle clear is extremely high. We won't expect them to be setting up for the ganks. A lot of pressure being placed here onto the XP lane. I'm liking this from Xenagogue. They do understand that a lot of this matchup is going to come down to XP laners. And so they're just ensuring that Yuzong is going to be a little bit delayed. Once again, a bit of a poke damage to Farsa. Tata there in position already, just scouting out a little bit. Danny, he's got a nice angle to throw in that deadly catch. He's gonna make that move right now. There's the deadly catch, and he manages to steal the objective, and they blow up the YSS. That positioning there from Danny, very much on point. Feathered airstrike just locking everybody down, and that's gonna be a turtle and a couple of kills on the board. Yuzong hits that Black Dragon form, but it's not too much avail. It's not like he's gonna really go into a 1v3 situation.
You never know, but bro, it was funny. War actually cut himself off and suicided there. But bro, this damage coming out from Farsa's kind of cracked this early.
Yeah.
Red team hero has been slain.
Once more, the jungle invade happens, and as you can see, once it's gone beyond that level 4 timing, Lapo has that ability to 1v1 the Yuzong.
Yeah, okay. And the thing is, they also have to watch out for Farsa. There's a lot of pickle potential coming out from the side of Xenagogue, but it all comes down to the timing. I mean, Lolita, as I said, is a crazy pick, especially against a double marksman and a Vexana. So it's a good pick, but it all depends on if they are able to utilize it very well. There's YSS with a Mountain Shocker against the pause meta. Who will win this fight?
Pause for the win. Pause for the win.
Yeah, bro, that's kind of crazy. I'm wondering who's lagging this time. Is it Xenagogue? Is it
1 HP. Well, the thing is, right, we aren't playing on the South African server, right? So you gotta, we will cut 1 HP a lot of slack. Not a little, but a lot of it. It's difficult to draft and play when you're not on your server. Even the slightest difference in ping can make a difference. There's the engagement onto the Fasa, gets taken down by the YSS, but the Deadly catch into the mix once more. But will we see the Danny being taken down? No, he's on a double kill. Walks in, takes out 2 with Lolita to help him out, and look at this Lapo. He's just chasing down this Yuzong. Has to use the Black Dragon form defensively.
So it looks like Danny is playing the Magic Bane, and he's actually doing good. This is the first time I've seen Danny getting an early game snowball, so he's doing very well so far. And this might be the snowball they need to get the advantage, especially up against the heavy comp coming out from 1 HP.
Yeah, they have a lot of pressure being placed here in the jungle, securing neutral objectives. It's the timing. What I'm loving from Xenagogue is the ability to just move together as a unit. Lapo and Kobe trapped up here. Lolita with the Numenon blast, but there's the feathered airstrike as they take down the Grok. The following up onto Kubo there in the backline, unstoppable for the Bane. YSS is so low. They take him down underneath the turret. They're hunting everything. It's a triple kill on this Bane. Bane is so fed at this moment in time. It's unreal.
Yeah, like usually the second item after the Stalin site is usually the Queen's Blood Wings. But I would actually go just Holy Crystal Sky Pierce on Bane. I think that is all they need. They already have a massive advantage on this Bane. Just snowball.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Yeah. So if they're inside of 1 HP, right, it's difficult, but I think what you need to do is make the map smaller. Fasa with the feathered airstrike into the mix. She's just trying to steal some buffs there, knowing the cooldown is quite low. But you're gonna have to try to make the map small. You've already lost a lot of the tier 1 turrets, or at least one of the tier 1 turrets. So my suggestion is to play on your side of the jungle. Even if you lose some of the turrets, it's okay. Oh, nice engagement here from the YSS. He does get knocked up, but it's going to be the mid lane turret being taken down. So if you play within this vision of the map that you can see here, you're close enough to react to one another. That's what you need. Oh, nice engagement here from Honest. He sets up for his teammate. It's going to be a double kill in the mix. As we will see a lot of pressure now being placed here onto the mid lane. Tata trying to do some defense, but Yuzong, he's like, no, I want to go in for more. His passive does get proc. Tata just escaping with a sliver of HP. And that's going to be the turrets almost evened up here.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Oh, I mean, they did get the top and mid tower for the for 3 towers, so only 1 tower behind. The next turtle is up, but this is comeback season so far. As soon as Yuzong can start joining the fight and actually get that backline dive angle with the Petrify, they have the ability to just dive everyone because they're very susceptible to dive.
Yeah, but like I said, there's no reason right now for them to test the turtle. They still haven't.
Blue team has slain the turtle. Blue team turret
my
has
goodness.
been destroyed.
The boss steals coming up. Yeah, they're still not in position to try to actually really win this game. Why is this? Like that. Doing on blast, almost on point. The deadly catch did come out. Obsidia is sort of trapped up here underneath the turret. But this is where even if you do lose the tier 2 turrets, right? As long as you got your tier 3, you gotta stay close enough to one another to win it all in. Like it's sort of a gamble in the sense that you're going in do or die. There's the user onto the Fasa, forcing that a flight mode of hers out of the equation. Meanwhile, 1-1 is just split pushing there. On the bot lane, Bane just wants to throw out a bit of damage, and so 1 HP is gonna have to retreat.
Yeah, I mean, 1-1 will definitely get this bot tower. Looking for the camping angle onto Gambit. Will he get it? There's the first skill, but Gambit actually playing it safe, very well played. But going for the defense, and this is a death. Feather airstrike on point, and Sun is almost there. There's the Hunt of Bone, but I mean, she's 1 HP. That is another kill for Xenagogue.
Yeah. I wasn't sure why the defense came up there. It's just like, look, we know turrets wins games, but when you're at a disadvantage, a 5k disadvantage, you really want to make the map as small as possible. There's gonna be the crossbow tank coming out from the 1-1. Not enough to take down the Grok. I mean, I wouldn't expect it, even if the 1-1 is fed. It's not super fed to be able to take down the Grok. Yeah, but like I was saying, you just gotta make the map as small as possible. Even if you don't defend the tier 2 turrets, it's okay. You know, you got the team fight composition and potential. You just gotta wait for Yuza. He's the initiator. Once he gets onto that back line and takes out the back line, then you win the fight. And then if you do it at times like this, just before a Lord, then you know, alright, then we have the ability to contest for a Lord. Take the Lord. Take down turrets, and then the turrets that you lost, you gain back.
But I don't think they're able to contest this first Lord of the match. They're looking for the angle, but there's a dangerous engagement there. War flickers out, but there's a feather airstrike onto War. Crossbow tag has not been committed yet. War is at 1 HP. They get the first blood. Already a 1-for-nothing exchange, but there's a Numenon blast. But Yuzong is onto the black line, but I don't think he will be able to stay through everything.
Yeah, that was, as you said, going in for the contest there was a bit dangerous. They went for it, right? Did not pay off. Now we're looking at a winning angle coming in here for the side of Xenagogue. The Lord is into the base. There's the deadly catch throw to clear the wave. Oh my goodness, it's Lapu, the bravest fighter, into the backline. Drop blowing off the wall, trying to stop everybody from going in there. There's the shutdown. Fasa with a feather there strike. It's going to be an engagement to Fasa, but she manages to escape with 1 HP. 1-1 was so low, couldn't get the base lock on.
Oh, bro, that was a clutch defense. I actually thought that it would have been game, but the clutch defense coming out from YHP, and this is the potential they have in team fights is so solid. They just need the correct angle.
Yeah, they do. It's a lot of it's going to come down to patience, being there to work as a team, right? I think, right, I know maybe I'm being a bit optimistic, but I think losing the tier 2 turrets and one of the tier 3 might play in their advantage, but the gold lead could make it too far gone. Because now it forces them to stay closer as a 5-man unit.
Yeah, because this final push angle, it's harder to get than you expect it to be, because they usually stay more closer because they have to defend the base, so it's hard to get that pickoffs now.
Yes, agreed. But there needs to be just a little bit more safety right now as you're heading in towards this minute mark before the next Lord. This particular Lord, at this moment in time, it's going to be a decision that you need to make whether to contest for it or not. I personally would say no, I wouldn't want to really contest this Lord. I think that the defensive capabilities is very much on the side of 1 HP, and maybe it's best to go in with oh my goodness, 1-1 overextended, and Yuzong waited for just the right moment in time. He gets taken down, but he did take down the 1-1. There's an arm of bone out from the Obsidia, and it's a 1-for-1 exchange, but this created some space here for YSS, who's going to try to take down a tier 2 turret and keep the gold lead just within reasonable distance, but he's gonna have to retreat. Fasa is into the mix here, there to defend. Bane making the wraparound play. Juf is gonna walk straight into that. The Yuzong dashes through the wall, has to pop the retribution, but he's gonna get CC'd up, and that's no jungler available as the second Lord of the game is up.
That was a crazy flicker coming out from Tata just to secure that stun and take down the YSS. So good play split pushing there in the bot lane, but he should have fallen back a second earlier. But oh bro, that's going to be a tough play. I mean, they still have the defense. YSS is back in 10 seconds, so they have once again the ability to show us a clutch defense.
Yeah. They do. They have the wave clear on their side. They've got very good wave clear with Obsidia, YSS, and most especially Vexana. But doing a very clever strategy here. This is one of the strategies that can actually help you win. Keeping the mid lane not clearing that wave, allowing it to move in here. So it's going to create that space for them to just pull the Lord to one side. As Bane is trying to make that deadly catch play. Yuzong is into the backline. Does he get the passive up? He gets taken down, but it's going to be a 1-for-0 exchange. A feathered airstrike into the mix as well. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange overall. The defense still coming out. All the tier 3 turrets are down. Nahu wants to find that angle, but there's nothing to be done. So Ares Kun sacrificing himself there for the benefit of the team, keeping them alive and in the fight. And the longer this game goes on, the greater the chance they do have to come online. But right now, all the cards are in Xenagogue's favor. This is their game to lose. Will they be able to clutch it out? They're having a little bit of a tough time in terms of finishing it off. They had a beautiful time getting to this point with this level of domination that they've shown so far. But it ain't over until that base crumbles, shall I say. With paraphrase Scarpy there.
You don't want to exactly steal the line. You want to improve the line. But, bro, coming to a 5v5 fight, it all comes down to the surprise factor. If they can get, like, a tectonic charge onto 5 people with a Vexana to follow up, this would be game-changing. But with that also being said, the counter-engage is very good there in the favor of Xenagogue. The flicker being forced from Tata. So the Lord is up in 60 seconds. And this is once again the make-or-break angle. I'm going to say 1 HP needs to contest this turtle. Putting up a 3rd base defense with no tier 3 turrets, it's kind of going to be hard to nearly impossible. Not impossible. Bro, they're just baiting out flickers left, right, and center.
Yeah, well, no flickers available in time for the Lord. And so this all comes down to vision and not getting caught out at this particular moment in time. With Yuzong's, YSS supplying that vision. But they've got to be a bit patient. I think right now Grok doing the right thing, just putting a lot of pressure, getting a bit of poke. Right, he's forced to use the flicker as well. At the same time, Xenagogue are also doing the right thing. They've got the waves pushed in. So it all comes down to Grok starting this off. So if Grok starts it off, Yuzong is going to wait for that feathered airstrike to come out. That's his key for timing there. YSS should have that ultimate available. I should be able to pop it very, very soon. Just to be able to give that little bit of extra vision so they know what's happening. He's trying to find the angle, pops the ultimate. He's trying to go in there. Oh, he gets stolen from him. He gets taken down. He did try to go for it, but all the Grok combination with the user into the mix. They're chasing everybody down. It's going to be 2-for-2 exchange. The Lord has gone the way of Xenagogue, but they've lost 2 of the main players that they needed, or at least 1 of the main players they needed to end this game. But can they do it without the marksman? Make that a 3-for-2 exchange. It's only going to be Yuzong and Vexana left to try to defend this. The feathered airstrike, oh my goodness, forces the flicker out from Kubo. They do have Bane in there as Yuzong is trying to do something to defend this, but he manages. He doesn't get the Vasa. Vasa is so low. She does take him down. The Lord being pulled YSS into the mix there. They are going to pull out another defense, aren't they? Bane into the front line, throws out the deadly catch. The Lord is there trying to melt this down, but my goodness. Obsidian back in the mix and they just survive one more time.
Bro, once again they surprised me. I mean, what a clutch defense coming out there from 1 HP, bro. They're just showing us they're not done yet, and this is kind of the turning point because it's at the 17-minute mark. A lot of the players are online, but Doof gets scouted out, picked off, punished, and sent back to Valhalla.
Yeah, you can't. Right now, with all the tier 3 turrets being taken down, you can't leave the base. You just can't. Not by your lonesome anyway. Unless you go and use the ultimate for vision.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. But with that being said, I would like Faza to actually pick up a winter crown because, not Faza, the Vexana, because she's currently very diveable into the backline, especially with the feathered airstrike and the amount of sustain coming out there. There's the Black Dragon form into the mix. The deadly catch onto the base. They're trying to lock on, but Danny will get taken down. Karma did pop the beautiful crossbow tank. The first kill, second kill, the third is down. That's a triple kill for 1-1. Going for the Maniac. Will we see the Maniac Savage? Yeah!
Oh my goodness. 2 savages in a row. Both at the end of the game from
Victory!
Karma. Excellent performance for the gold laner in both matches.
Oh, what a game.
Yeah,
It's well played. Danny once more picking up the MVP for the side of Xenagogue. This time there is an MVP for Yalla Skip, which is the Vexana, but unfortunately Xenagogue has eliminated Yalla Skip. So Xenagogue will be going through to the lower bracket finals. They will be facing either Fantasy or Saint Dynasty, depending on what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah, so 1 HP, 4th place finish overall. Not too bad, though I'm not sure they will want to fix the mistakes and things that they had in this particular game. Though, like I said, right, the MS difference does make a huge difference in terms of gameplay. So we haven't seen the best from them just yet. And for future tournaments when we try to do this internationally again, we will have, like, hopefully we'll be able to get one of those official tournament lobbies where it allows us to balance the MS off instead of these temporary ones. But we will see. That's for the future. But well done to Yalla Skip for getting to this particular stage into the tournament. Right, top 4 finish is no laughing matter. But we're down to the final 3 teams. It is going to be Fantasy, Saint Dynasty, and Xenagogue. The last 3 teams left. 3 days to decide who is going to be crowned champions, the Conquerors of Dawn, and get their share of the prize pool.
So, yeah, so, Shrimzy, yeah.
I'm mocking you saying so and then keep it quiet.
Because your voice came through.
Yeah, it's McDonald's Wi-Fi, but I mean, so overall, it's a good game. Yalla Skip just missing out on the hairline onto that share of the prize pool, because with the top 3 teams being these, you are at least walking away with $1,500 in the pocket for the team. So it's already a win being in the podium finishes for the Conquerors of Dawn. So 4th place finish is crazy good. So GG's, and I hope next tournament we're going to see our Yalla Skip 1 HP members in the podiums.
Definitely, they have the talent. I always say that. Individually, they are fantastic. But it's all about teamwork, as you can be the best individual player, you can understand the game, you can know all sorts of things, but it's how you work together as a unit, and obviously how the MS plays in your favor. Because let's not ever forget that does play a part. In fact, recently I realized I need to get a new phone because of this. It's not so much to do with the MS, but frame rate. So currently on my current phone, the frame rate is dropping like mad. It's making playing the game kind of annoying.
It does. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the streams of MLBB tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, lower brackets finals tomorrow before we head into the grand finals. Al?
Yeah. So we, like we said, heading into the last few days, tomorrow will be the upper bracket finals. Will determine who's going to be heading into the grand finals. That'll be followed by the lower bracket final, which would be Xenagogue up against whoever gets dropped down